Let me get my article up and running. Oh, what's going on with my show here? Okay. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the MetsXMFanZone Live Podcast, home of your everything New York Mets. If you guys love our shows, you guys can always tweet, like, and subscribe. And to get more of your New York Mets news, you guys can share, like, and subscribe to our shows. We have some major announcements that we're going to announce here on the show today, but also make sure that you guys check out our website at MetsXMFanZone.org if you guys would like to see spring training. We got spring training games coming in now. Tomorrow is the first game of the spring. The Mets are going to be playing against the St. Louis Cardinals. Game starts at 1:10. I will be live at 9:30 to do a pregame show. We're going to talk a little on some Mets. We're going to talk on spring training. I don't know if I'm going to do it down on the grass, but probably we'll do it up here in studio. We'll probably stay in studio, or maybe I'll talk with a lot of people down here. But we're still trying to see on how we want to do the show tomorrow. So, whatever, I would love to hear what you guys think. What you guys would like for me to do tomorrow, so put it in your comments. So that way, I'll be able to figure out a way where we could do our show tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead and talk on some updates with Kodai Senga. I have some breaking news updates on Senga. Again, listen. We are hearing it could be a possible non-return until May. Again, I don't have full confirmation just yet on Senga with the whole injury of his strain of his arm. We're hearing it could be the latest May. We're still not sure. It's pretty much up in the air, but from as of what we know right now, it could be up until May that he could be set back. The doctors did speak with the media today in regards to Kodai Senga. Now, everybody was asking me, what do the Mets go from here? Are the Mets going to, maybe recall up Tyler McGill to put into that spot? Or are the Mets going out to actually get some players? Now, from what we are hearing and the people that I've talked to down here, that the Mets are planning on getting a big-time pitching rotation guy. Again, this is pretty much speculation. It's not really an actual confirmation. But from what we are hearing and the people I've talked with down here and whatnot, that the Mets are in talks. We're talking with some high pitchers like maybe a Jordan Montgomery or Blake Snell. I will say that the Mets are not in any communications with Blake Snell, but they were very optimistic on Jordan Montgomery. That was from 1 o'clock today. They were saying that they're not ruling anybody out. I don't know exactly on where they're going to go with this. I think that right now, I would get a little crazy on going out and actually getting a guy. But, the Mets might have to do that. I think they want to build their rotation and maybe bring in an extra guy there. But from what we are hearing, it could be Tyler McGill might be into that spot, into that role. I heard that they're planning on bringing up Cortana to the start of the rotation. And I'm going to put Tyler McGill at the fifth hole. So that's kind of where we are with that. Because, I look at it this way. If the Mets are going to actually, get pitching, you got to go with the secure spot. You got to go get Tyler McGill. Maybe go out and get, not Tyler McGill, Jordan Montgomery. Or if they're going to go out and get Blake Snell. But they are in communications with one of them. Blake Snell, the Mets are not in any communications just yet. I haven't really heard anything in regards to that. But, I mean, the Mets are in communications with Jordan Montgomery. So this could very well be a possibility that the Mets would go out and get him. Also, if you guys would like to check out tomorrow's game, it will be on our website. If you sign up to our website, you get spring training absolutely free. We're giving it to all of our viewers when you sign up. It is a 30 game. After the 30 game, you guys can check out our subscriptions and you can see whatever plan works for you. We have a weekly, we have a monthly, we have a yearly. Any questions that you guys might have, you can always, put it in our comments in the comment section on the website. Now, let you guys know we are having our app getting ready to launch on the 3rd of May. So, I think you guys will really enjoy it. I know a lot of people have been asking me, "Hey, you have an app yet? When are you going to be posting up the app?" It will be on the 3rd. So we will have it all ready. So that way you guys can be able to download it on any of your mobile devices like the iOS, tablets, PCs, and you can be able, right now, everybody could use it as a Chrome extension. If you're using Google Chrome. If you're using Safari, you could also download it on Safari. Use it as a shortcut. The website, the streams are completely flawless. But just to let you guys know, though, you don't have to worry about advertisement. You don't have to worry about annoying ads. It's your VPN secured, so you don't ever have to worry about your identity, or information being stolen. We got the best security team in the planet. I think by far. So great security. We have a 24/7 support team. So if any questions that you guys might have, you can contact our support team onto the website. If you're having any streaming issues or whatnot, you can always be able to contact the support team. They'll be able to walk you through everything. And you can, it's GEO restricted. It's non-GEO restricted, so you can take the stream no matter wherever you are or wherever you're going. I know a lot of people are like, this is a deal breaker for me because, if you're in New York, you can't get MLB streams. If you go on the MLB app, you're restricted. You're completely blocked out. With us, you're not blocked out. You'll be able to get every Mets game. You'll be not only through Apple TV, through you'll have every Apple game that the Mets do go live with. You'll be able to have every Peacock game when the Mets go on Peacock or something like that. You'll have every one of those games. Everybody will be able to get every Mets game. And just to let you know, it's very simple. It's simple. All you have to do is just go onto the website, go onto the stream, boom, you can cast it. We have the casting ability where you can cast it on all your devices as well. So I think this year it's probably going to be a really good year for you guys because you guys will be able to narrow in on every Mets game. And not only that, you'll be able to get every game flawlessly. No buffers, no issues. All you have to do is sign on and boom, you get every Mets game. You'll also get alerts when the Met games go live. Through push notification, you'll be able to get it onto your phone when the Mets go live. You don't have to go and search online when the Met game goes live. You'll be able to get it directly to your phone with a push notification. You don't have to worry about SMS. If you have the app, you'll be able to get the push notification to your devices or to whatever you're using, tablets, phones. You'll be able to get that. And you could also cast it to your television. You could cast it to whatever, wherever you're using, tablets, phones. It's completely in 4K capability. It goes up to 4K. And you guys are going to be able to watch it seamlessly with no issue. So I think you guys would definitely enjoy it. Tomorrow's game will be live on our website, but we also will be going live for the first game on all of our social media platforms. So make sure that you check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. YouTube, we're not going to be going live on tomorrow's game with, but we will be going live off of Facebook, and we will be going live off of Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Those two platforms, you can search MetsXMFanZone, and you'll be able to get in on the game when we go live at what is it, 1 o'clock? The game starts. So the game starts at 1 o'clock, and we'll be able to go live on our social media platforms. So we're going to take some questions and some answers a little later on to the broadcast. But, a lot of you guys are wanting to know who's going to be in tomorrow's game. So we have all of our regulars are gonna be in for about 20 minutes of the game. So we're hearing that Pete Alonso will only be in for 20 minutes. We're hearing, not 20 minutes, 2 innings. They're going to be in for 2 innings. We've got Pete Alonso, Francisco Lindor, Brandon Nimmo. You're going to see not Josh Hader. You'll see our new center field. Sterling Marte will not be in tomorrow's game. Updates on pitching. You will see Tyler McGill getting some rounds at the mound tomorrow. Joey Lucchesi, Jose Butto. So we got a lot of guys that are going to be in tomorrow to start. Tomorrow you're also going to see Luis Severino a little bit from what we are hearing. And the Mets are planning on bringing up Max Kendricks. He'll be in on for the mound either tomorrow, from what we are hearing. It could be tomorrow or the next game. Now again, in order for you guys to see this game, you guys could check it. You guys could go to our website at MetsXMFanZone.org. Make sure that you share it, like, and subscribe, so that way you're not missing it. And we will be going live tomorrow at 10:30. So I will have a podcast, and I will go with some betting. I know a lot of people are like, hey, we're big bettors, and I know so many people that bet on games. I will be doing the projections this year. I'll be doing all the betting also as well, because everybody's like, hey, I want to hear what you have to say in regards to the betting. So I will be doing that this year and give you guys all of your Mets breaking news and whatnot for this year. So spring training, I can't believe it's here. I mean, we got tomorrow's the very first game. I'm so excited. I'll probably be in the writer's room, because that's where I'm normally at, but probably not going to be watching the game as much. But, it's going to be really cool. I think I'm happy to see baseball back in gear again. And we'll get to see all of our new guys. All the new guys that have been here now. Fujinami, you're going to see. You'll see Luis Severino. We'll see Sean Mania. Adrian Hauser. Our new center fielder. I always keep forgetting his name. Mets. I think the Mets are going to be fine this year. Let's not panic. I know a lot of people like to panic and be like, oh, the Mets are not going to do anything this year. Never say never. Be positive. I wish people could be positive, because I'll tell you guys this. I'm always going to say a positive quote at the end of our shows from now on. Because, we need to be positive about our Metsies. We all love the Mets. Everybody's so critical about the Mets. Everybody, wants to bash everybody that has an opinion about the Mets. I will say one thing. Let us be positive. Let's not only be positive about it, but, we, as a fan base, are so hard on them. I think Steve Cohen is doing the right thing. You know, he's going to go and he's going to get whoever he needs to get. Pete Alonso, his contract is up at the end of the year. I think the Mets will definitely get that done and get, something done there. I think there's so much game to be played. The Mets are not going to, surprise us probably right out of the gate, because Senga's going to be out. They're shutting him down. They're going to be shutting him down until May. So, I mean, we'll get to see what happens. I am not worried. In March, I think March is going to be a good month for the Mets, and you're going to see a lot of guys. You're going to see Jet Lowry. You're going to see Jeff Lowry. You're going to go and see a lot of guys. I think this team is ready to rock and roll, and hopefully we're not too worried. Nothing to panic just yet, in my honest opinion. So we're going to go and take some questions and answers, because I know a lot of you guys always ask me questions. Now, if you want me to answer your questions, please feel free to put it in the comments, so that way I don't miss it. Somebody asked me yesterday that I missed their comment, and I didn't mean to miss it. We're going to try to get all the questions in as much as I can. Because somebody wrote to me yesterday about the whole Kodai Senga thing, and I wanted to be able to give you guys the right news. Yeah. Okay, so, and I'm going to answer her question today, and she got a little upset with me, and it is what it is. I'm not really worried about it. But her question was, do you think Tyler McGill will have a really good season this year? I mean, he wasn't really good last year. He was very disappointed to see him, not have his good year. What do you think that he could do to have a better year in 2024? I mean, in my honest opinion, I think Tyler McGill really, he's from what I heard was he's starting to do different pitches. He's learning to do a whole new repertoire. I mean, in my honest opinion, I think Tyler McGill really needs to start, I would say, working on his fastball. His fastball was good, but not good enough. He attacks people. He attacks the pitcher, the batters, too far out of the plate, and he was giving up too many walks last year. He needs to attack guys in, and if he's able to do that 76, 78 mile an hour curveball, hey, he could really do a lot of damage with that. And looking at the scale and going at 75 to like about 45 angle, I think he could really execute his pitches very well. So I want to see him this year go in and have a better year. I want to see on what he's going to do in spring, because we're going to probably see that matchup tomorrow. But do I think that Tyler McGill could really be good? I really do believe so. I'm determined to see what he could do in 24, because he's going to be the guy that we're going to probably see there. So I do think that we're just hopefully he'll be all right. All right, moving on to Joey Lucchesi, and this was a question about him. What is his what has he done in the offseason? This was coming from TT. What I would say, in my honest opinion, about Joey Lucchesi, I liked him the year prior, because he was able to get the right sort of pitching. He didn't step out of groove. He was executing every pitch very well. He was getting guys in out of the strike zone very well there. He had that launch angle at about 45-degree angle. If you looked at years prior, meaning from last year to the year prior to that, he was at 40 to 65, and that's why he didn't execute a lot of strikeouts, because his 65 percentile went up, And do I think that his pitches need to be a little bit more dipped in the zone? I do. I think that, what the Mets are going to do with him and work with him in different pitches. He has been working on a new pitch this year. He's working on that curveball changeup. He's the guy to do it. I really do feel that working on that changeup would get his pitches in a little bit more into the plate. He's got a lot of work to do. I want to see him this year, maybe, I don't know exactly what they're going to do with him and probably put him down in the minors or whatnot, but I think he needs a lot of work. As much as I love Joey Lucchesi, he needs to go in the bullpen. I think he's more of a bullpen guy, not a starter. So that's where I see with him. And then it was another good question that somebody actually asked me. You think he could be right next to Fujinami, and I honestly would like him there next to Fujinami. I think that, with his pitches, he could very well execute that 7th inning. Maybe if they need to bring in a guy there, 7th, 8th. That's what I would do. I would put him like in the 7th hole, but I don't see the Mets doing anything in that regard. This is from Will. Will asks, any news in regards to free agents being signed that the Mets could really look at? Honestly, I don't see the Mets looking at anybody. The Mets are kind of really focused on now pitching. So, do I think that the Mets could get anybody? Like, hitting wise? No, I don't think so. This is from Tamra? I guess that's how you pronounce it. What's the intensity of Joey Lucchesi? Do you honestly think that he could be a focal point for that bullpen? I think he would really make sense to be in the bullpen. That's my honest opinion. Will Senga's injury have a big setback, and who you think will step up for the Mets? Tyler McGill. Tyler McGill needs to prove to me that he is an elite pitcher for the Mets. If he doesn't prove anything, I think the Mets will definitely release him. Tomorrow, yes. So tomorrow's game will be at 1:10. We will be live on our website. Yes, we will be live onto the website. Our stream. So let everybody know, our streams stay on 24/7. However, if we go down for maintenance, everybody will know about that. The streams will go down for maintenance twice a month, beginning of the month and at the end of the month. Do you? Somebody wrote. You think Cohen will have a big price tag for another pitcher? No, I don't think so. I don't think the Mets are gonna. I don't think Steve Cohen is gonna go and spend money on pitching right now. Do I think that he's gonna go heavy money wise on pitching? No, I don't. I don't see the Mets going heavy on money in regards to pitching. No. Who is your top guy for the Mets? Who do you think will step up the most? Pete Alonso. I think Pete Alonso has a lot to prove this year. He's going to show that he is one of the co-captains of this team. 100% Pete Alonso. If he could go and continue to give me the 40 home runs that he has done, go well over and beyond, I do think Pete Alonso is going to have a very good season. And the Mets will definitely re-sign him. I know I was talking with Boris's agent, which was my agent, one of his people, and he was like, "Oh, Pete Alonso is probably easily going to be in a price range of 200, close to 300, right around in that range." Somebody asked me, when you played, what position were you? I was a pitcher. So like if you guys are like on how much I know about launcher angles, how I know about numbers, yeah, I was a pitcher. I did play, very short-lived though. I tore I tore a ligament and a joint, and I had pins in my shoulder. And screws and plates. I have a screw and a plate in the shoulder. Yeah, I mean, it was completely bad. When I had the injury in my shoulder, I completely tore the muscle off. I mean, it was terrible. And then the bone protrude out. I mean, it was so bad. It was like a one in a lifetime injury. The doctor said it was a nasty injury. Even though I think it was, what really set me out was Tommy John. That sets a lot of guys out. And that was on this, I think it was on this shoulder. I used to pitch both. So I was a pitcher where I would pitch left, and I would also pitch right-handed too. And that was very rare, especially in the league. That never really happens. What is your high expectations on Carlos Mendoza this year? You think he'll be a really good coach? I love him. Nice guy. I met him early this morning. Super nice guy. I mean, he's so knowledgeable. Like, was Rojas as knowledgeable as him? No, not at all. Rojas was like a dummy next to this guy. Swear to God. I mean, his baseball knowledge is completely on point. Any high expectations on Brett Baty this year? What's your projection on Brett Baty? I would go with 15 home runs. I would say maybe 60 RBIs. Maybe. I don't see him playing a lot of third this year. I think Mark Vientos is going to take that role. And what's so funny was because one of my guys, I'm giving a big shout out, Ed. He was a big believer in Mark Vientos, and I'm like, nah, you know what? Honestly, I don't feel Mark Vientos. I think the Mets are going to end up trading Mark Vientos somewhere, somehow. And he stood by him. He said, I think Mark Vientos is going to be really good once he gets called up and gets some good playing time. You know, me, honestly, I wasn't feeling it. I'm like, nah, I don't think Mark Vientos is going to be good at all. And he proved me wrong. I mean, honestly proved me wrong. And, you know, a lot of people have proved me wrong many times. And I'll go on record, and I've always said it. And I think Mark Vientos is I think he's a decent player. However, I think on the landing field of where Mark Vientos is, as opposed to Brett Baty, the high expectations for Brett Baty is so goddamn high. You know, the Mark Vientos is like, hold on a minute. You're forgetting Mark Vientos. Mark Vientos is just as good as Brett Baty, but, you know, these guys are still rookies, and, you know, everybody kind of gets a little upset with the fact that who's going to be playing on who. So that's really what, you know, goes by on who's going to be really good and who's not going to be really good. And there's so much high expectations for guys to come in right away and be good right away. And you can't have that. You can't say that a guy's going to come in and be good right away being called up from the minors. So do I think that Brett Baty could very well... He could turn it on this year. You just don't know. So, I mean, I think the Mets got a lot of options on that DH spot with DJ Stewart, Mark Vientos. Who else? I mean, they got so many alternative ways to have really good at bats. So they got a strong DH. I liking on DJ Stewart. That's probably going to be where DJ Stewart is, or if not, go play the field and have Marte DH. Give some Marte less playing time in the field and have him on a good DH role. I think the Mets got a lot of moves. Do they have a lot of holes in regards to pitching? Yeah, I do. But I definitely feel that this team could really step up their game. I really do think they could be really good. So, and you know what? You know what ticks me off too? This is the same team 2 years ago when the Mets won 100 games. And everybody rules them out. This is still a good team, people. You got Francisco Lindor, that's going to give you he's going to give you a 30-30 season. Pete Alonso is going to give you well over a 30-30 season. Brandon Nimmo, probably at the 25 mark, maybe 30, in between there. Sterling Marte, probably be within the 20-30 range. And then Jeff McNeil could give you maybe 15 or 20 home runs. Brett Beatty, maybe 15 or 20 home runs. And then Alvarez. Everybody always forgets Francisco Alvarez. What did he give us? 15 home runs towards the middle end of last season. So, hope. I think this team's got hope. And I'm very excited on seeing what they're going to do tomorrow. But get your asses on our website. Got to check it out. Got to go to MetsXMFanZone.org. Our streams are going to be live tomorrow. I'm going to give you guys all your Mets coverage. We're going to talk some betting. If you guys are planning on betting, I doubt it that anyone's going to bet. But, I'm going to give you the lineup for tomorrow's game. I'm going to give you the possibilities of who's going to be in there tomorrow. So check it out. I will be having a afternoon show, too, right after the game. So after the game, you guys will see me at the studio, and we will be talking Mets hot stove. We'll give you guys all the hot news. I'll give you my analysis of the game, and write all your comments in down below, because your comments count the most. I want to thank you guys for watching. Always be safe, always be well, be inspired, love your neighbors, love yourselves, and I'll tell you guys one thing. The Metsies are back, and we are finally starting to see some Mets action, Mets baseball. But you got to check it out on our website today by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. When you sign up, you will get spring training absolutely free. We'll see you guys in our next live stream tomorrow before the game. The game, so the time will be at 10 o'clock, and then we will be having our afternoon show right after the game, so don't miss a beat of my analysis of spring training and talking Mets news. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be safe, be well, and let's go Mets.